Hello, 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 and welcome in yet another stream on Oreo Cup. My name is Oreo, and today I'm joined by none other than Staloviriters. Say hello, my dear friends.
Hello.
And today we're gonna make a seed review of the qualifiers. So, overall, we got 76 players that participated in qualifiers week. Out of 88 players that played, that's still quite a good statistic. So, I guess without any further ado, I think we should jump to the first person that will not qualify for a tournament, because unfortunately only 64 players will get in. So, time for a seat 76. And we have Nora Valkyria. Our Canadian player is the first one who is not qualifying for a tourney. Almost all of the places that he got were around seat that he ended up at. The best performance he got on DT2 and Hidden 1 and Nomad 4 actually. Those three maps were quite good. But unfortunately... Oh, sorry. Let's go ahead.
I think that in general, they were performing better on convert maps.
Yep.
Actually.
Exactly, that's true. But, yep, unfortunately, not this time. But I still hope to see you around on the Discord and Twitch. Now, let's go to the next 75th place. X-Roy Boy. Unfortunately, you are also not getting in. Quite good performance on Nomad 1 and 2. Actually, all of the Nomads were quite good. A little bit lacking on HR and DT. But overall, quite consistent performance throughout all of the maps. Right, Stalovi?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's go to the further to the next street. 74th, our dear Ham. Unfortunately, you are not making to the tourney.
Yeah, really sad. However, that Hidden 2 score is actually pretty good. 500k.
So, overall, quite solid performance. Hidden 2, Nomad 4, those maps, I also remember you said on Mappool feedback that those two maps were really good for you. And yeah, we can see that you are enjoying playing that low AR. But unfortunately, that was not enough in order to make it to the top 64. Good luck next year, and I still hope that you're gonna be around. Okay, but nevertheless, let's go further. Ariabel, our 73rd person. Again, quite consistent performance throughout all of the modes. Only thing that is standing out is Hidden 2. He got 68th seed on it. So overall, quite solid performance, quite solid player, well-rounded I would even say, especially just by looking at all of those places that he got on every single map were consistent.
Yeah, also in terms of score, this one is DT1 actually. But yeah, was...
Yeah, exactly. So, time for another player, 72nd. Nah, cannot speak today.
Yeah.
Satori Maiden. Yeah, 72nd place on the qualifiers week. The best score on HR2, 69. The rest also quite consistent. A lot of places at 70, like Nomad 2 and both Hiddens. But unfortunately a little bit lacking on Nomad specifics and consistency on Nomad Convert. On the other hand, DT was also a little bit lacking this time. But unfortunately, you are not going into that tourney.
Yeah, but
okay.
Good luck next year.
Exactly. Yeah, time for a 71st person. And it is Take 9, who got quite good scores on the Hidden. Both Hiddens actually were qualifying 63rd and 61st place. Not gonna lie, that was a really good scores. Unfortunately, on the other mods, it was lacking a little bit, especially on the DT2 and all of the no mods. But overall, quite a good player on Hidden. Shall we? Any more thoughts to add to this?
I don't know. I think you said it all.
Okay, so let's go to the 70th place.
And it is Snap. Again, pretty outstanding score on Hidden 2. And overall, pretty consistent scores throughout the whole pool. Probably also lacking on DT1. But
Yeah.
they're pretty consistent besides that.
Exactly, and a really great score on Hidden 2, 54th place. So yeah, that's quite decent, not gonna lie. But unfortunately, that one score was not enough. Oh, actually, there was also a Nomad 4 that he got 58th place. So those two outstanding scores were unfortunately not enough in order to make you qualify for this tourney. We are really sorry for that. But nevertheless, it's time to go for the next seat. Ranella Osu, 69 seats. Quite solid performance if it goes for Nomad 1 and Nomad 1, HR1 and GT1. All of the ones are quite good, except the Hidden. Am I right, Stalovi?
Yeah, probably would need to practice more Hidden. But besides that, again, pretty solid run.
Exactly, and overall, converts. Converts are lacking slightly, but overall, quite solid performance. Okay, let's go further to the 68th person. Crash OP. With a really great score on DT1, DT2, and both the Nomad specifics. Actually, also Hidden 1. All of the specifics were quite good for him. Am I right, Stalovi?
Yeah, but probably again would need to focus on converts a bit more.
And time to go for the next one. Natsuko-sama, 67th place, with really consistent and quite similar scores throughout all of the mod pools. The only scores that were lacking a little bit were Nomad 2 and Hidden 1.
Yeah,
but overall...
Also,
Yeah.
if you look at Nomad 4, actually, it's also a pretty good score.
Exactly, 55th place. It is quite good, I would say. But unfortunately, that was not enough in order to make you qualify. And now, time for a 66th place. And it is Sheep. With really consistent scores on 66, 60, and 69. The best score actually he got on Hard Rock 1, 57th place. Few of his scores were actually qualifying, but unfortunately it was not enough in order to make him actually qualify.
It was close though. 66 seed, it's actually pretty good.
Exactly. Okay, time for the last seed that will not qualify for a tournament. Let's go ahead and see who's that. It is I, Mikey. Unfortunately, you are the unlucky one here. You got the 65th place, so right on the edge, and unfortunately, it was not enough. With really good scores on Nomad 3 and Hidden 2.
Yeah, seat 50 on Hidden 2 is actually kind of sick.
Exactly,
Well-
so. But oh, oh, sorry, go ahead, Star.
Sorry, but probably would need some improvement on double time.
Exactly. Double time 2. So yeah, converts on double time would have to you would have to practice them a little bit more. But nevertheless, time to go to the next seat, 64th. So the first one who is actually qualifying to the tourney. And it is Jay Aura with a really outstanding performance on Nomad 2 and DT1, 42 and 42nd and 49th place on those two maps, which made you qualify.
But yeah, this hidden is not an post error. It was actually like that.
Yes, hidden.
So-
Actually, both of the hiddens you would have to practice a lot.
Yeah, so probably we already know what they will ban in the matches. But yeah, congratulations on qualifying.
Exactly. So, let's go further to a 63rd place. And it is a third, with quite consistent scores, with the best seeding that he got was on Nomad 2, Nomad 4, and Hidden 2. Overall, quite consistent performance, I would say.
Yeah, something around the 60th place. Yeah, pretty well-rounded player.
Exactly. Nothing more to say, let's go further. Anzel, 62nd place. Actually, here we have a complete opposite of Jay Aura, because this one is actually a hidden player, especially by looking at the scores, 44th and 49th seed on both of the hiddens. So actually quite good performance.
Also, the normal converts were actually good. Normal 3, 760,000 almost in terms of scoring. 44 seed.
Exactly. A really great performance. The only thing that was lacking a little bit, it was HR, especially Hard Rock 1. He got 66th place, so yeah, that one for sure need a little bit of a practice. Okay, let's go further to the 61st place. And Blackburn, our 61st seat, with a really great performance on Hard Rock 2, 48th place, and Nomad 4, 45th. And besides that, everything else is around the same level. Maybe only hiddens are lacking a little bit, but drag him down a little bit down in the seating.
Yeah, Hard Rock 1 also would need some practice. But besides that, actually, pretty good job.
Exactly. Let's go to our 60th seat.
And it is Chloe. 800k on Hidden 2. 800k on Nomad 4. Seat 14 and 12 on both of these maps. Wow.
Yes, it is quite outstanding performance, and he would be much higher in the seeding if only Nomad 1 and Hard Rock 1 would not happen. 72nd and 71st place. So yeah, it dragged him down a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's quite a big spread. But besides those 4 scores, it's somewhat consistent, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. So, overall, let's jump further to 59th place. Jacob
Ellen
got...
Gordon, I think.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this nickname. Also, to all of the players,
Uh,
we are truly sorry if we're gonna mispronounce any of the nicknames. We are trying our best. But yeah, let's go ahead. Start of it.
Yeah, so pretty good scores on convert maps. Definitely better than on the specifics. Also, seed 42 on the hidden 2, which is actually quite good. Also 46 on Nomad 3 with 750k score. That's a pretty good run, actually. Quite consistent, besides those 3 maps I just mentioned, which were better. And yeah, congratulations on qualifying.
Exactly. And just like that, let's go further to the next one. Lone Star Shadow is our 58th seed with quite consistent performance, everything around 50 plus. Only thing that was lacking a little bit was Hidden One. He got 64th seed on this one, but overall really consistent and well-rounded player.
Yeah, also 700k on DT1 and Nomad 3. Maybe the seeds won't show that, but this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, exactly, especially that the Mappool was quite difficult. But yeah, congratulations to Lone Star Shadow, and let's go further to our 57th seed. And it is Day, with a really great performance on Nomad 4 and Hidden 2, 37th and 31st place. Actually, those are quite good scores, not gonna lie here.
Nomad 3 too, actually. 43rd seed. So,
Yeah.
so also pretty good score.
Exactly, quite good one, not gonna lie. But overall, besides those few outstanding scores, everything else is quite on a similar level. So, yeah. Well-rounded player. And now, time to go to the next seat, 56. Hanabi is our 56th seat, and yeah, first a little bit higher seat on Nomad 1, 37th. So yeah, we can see how that what kind of maps Hanabi likes.
Yeah, also pretty well-rounded, to be honest, if you ask me. Revolving around that number 50 seed on pretty much every map besides snow mods, which are way more spread. But overall, decent run. Congratulations.
Yeah, exactly. Congratulations. And yeah, let's go further. 55th seat. And Inma is our next person on the list. 48th seat on Nomad 1, 46th and 47th on the Hard Rock 2 and DT2. So we are saying that he enjoyed converts and some of the specifics.
Yeah, especially those hard rock one, 800k score. That's quite outstanding.
Yeah, exactly. But the only thing that he would have to practice a little bit more are Loyar, both on Nomad and Hidden. And on the other hand, the DT consistency, yeah, 64th seat. Those things dragged him a little bit down in seeding. Okay, let's go further to 54th seed. Bonjour 555 is our next person on the list, and yeah, the best seed that he got was on Nomad 4, 26th seed. A few rather outstanding scores, like for example, Nomad 3, 38th, and DT2, 35. So overall, I think we can see a convert enjoyer here.
Yeah, I think that too. You see the gap between specifics and converts.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go further. And 53rd seed is still with rather consistent scores. Only DT1 went quite well for him, 26th seed. Other than that, the worst scores he got on Hidden 2 and DT2. Those two maps, those two types of the maps, he would have to practice a little bit more. So yeah,
but besides that, really good fun.
Exactly, really good one. 51st seed is quite good. Yeah, let's go to 52nd seed. And it is Mazumi with, again, quite consistent scores. Few outstanding. It goes for Nomad 2 and Nomad 4, 53rd and 36th place. Other than that, yeah, between 50 and 40. Quite solid performance, I would say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, time for another one. 51st seat is Leo 5H, or Leo. With quite solid performance on specifics, on Nomads, 39 on Nomad 1.
Also,
Both
Hard Rock in
HRs.
general.
Yeah, exactly. Hard Rock went quite well, 26th and 38th place. So overall, yeah, quite solid performance. The only thing that was lacking are converts, 60th and 61st seat on both Nomad 3 and 4. So overall, quite interesting player, I would say. Am I right, Salove?
Yeah, exactly. You might want to ban HRs playing against them.
Exactly. And just like that, let's go further to seat 50. And it is our first Polish player, X-Gun. Polish X-Gun, yes. With quite outstanding performance on both of the converts. Nomad 4 and Nomad 3. 25th and 24th place. And also Hidden 2 was also quite good, 26. We can see that... Yeah, go ahead, Stalo.
Yeah, Hidden in general went really well. 32 seed on Hidden 1 to 800k. So yeah, really good score.
Exactly. The only thing that dragged her down was Nomad 1, Nomad 2, and Hard Rock 1, actually. Those three scores made it that she's on a seat 50th. Okay, let's go further to the seat 49th. And it is no hacks, just Taiwan. What can I say? Quite consistent scores throughout all of the maps, I would say. The only things that were standing out a little bit were Nomad 2 and Hard Rock 1 that dragged him down, because he got on both of those maps 55th seed.
Yeah, but on the other hand, they had also Nomad 3 and DT1 actually, which probably bring them up a bit.
Exactly. But nevertheless, 49th seed is a good place. So yeah, let's go further to our 48th seed. To ZZ. Okay, quite good performance on Hidden 1 and Hidden 2. Actually, both of the Hiddens are quite insane. 36th and 22nd place.
Yeah, but also the converts, besides the hidden, will probably need some practice.
Exactly, especially on a low AR. Note 4, 60th place, and. Oh, wait, actually, all three converts. Note 4, Hard Rock 2, and DT2 would need a little bit more practice. Because on on 3 of them, he got 60 plus.
Yeah, but probably the specifics brought them up, so...
That's correct. But okay, let's go further to our 47th seat. And it is Silver Flower. Quite good performance on Hidden. Kinda expected from what I recall. He is a Hidden player, and especially low AR Hidden player. Best performance on Hidden 2, 29th seed, which is actually quite good.
Yeah, especially for seat 47, like, that's quite a huge gap.
Exactly. Only thing that would need a little bit of a practice are nomad specifics. On both of them he got 57th and 59th place, and GT2 where he got 56th place. Other than that, quite good performance. Okay, time for a 46th place. Osujanai. Yeah, actually, we are seeing the first single-digit score, the single-digit seeding on the maps, and it is on a 46th place. Osujanai got 6th place on Hidden 2, which is actually quite insane for this seed.
Also, Nomad for seat 12 is also pretty fantastic. And 900k on Hidden 1. Definitely good performance on those Hiddens.
Exactly, really outstanding performance on those Hiddens and the low AR Nomad. Only thing that was lacking a little bit were Nomad 3, 64th place, and Hard Rock 2, 63rd place. Other than that, he would be much higher in the seeding. Okay, let's go further. 45th place. And it is Rising. With overall quite consistent scores, I would say.
Yeah, probably only the Nomad 4 bit tailgating.
Yeah, actually, Nomad 4 and HR2 are the lowest scores, and the best one is on Nomad 2, 32nd place, which is also quite good. Okay, let's go further. 44th place is YK. Okay, quite solid performance on Hard Rock 1, 29th place, which is actually quite good. And also 24th on Nomad 2. Those are quite high scores, I would say.
Yeah, but pretty much besides the Hidden 2, would probably need some practice on. In general, the Hidden would need some practice.
Exactly,
But,
and low AR Nomads.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's go further. 43rd place is Chris, with actually really good, great scores on Nomad 4 and Hidden 2, 25th and 23rd place.
Yeah, the low AR might suit him quite well, actually.
Exactly, only thing that was lacking a little bit were Hidden 1 And DT1. Those two scores were his lowest scores.
Yeah, that also probably the normal 3.
Yeah. I'm sorry you didn't notice.
Yeah, but overall, really good run. Congratulations.
Okay, let's go further. 42nd place. And it is Yugura. This time I remember your name correctly. Or is it Yuruga? I don't know. Who knows?
No, I think it's Yugura.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Anyway, Nomad specifics. 15 and 16 seed. Also, really good scores on hiddens, which, yeah, 887k on hidden 1. Probably will need some more focus on DT scores and hard rocks, but besides that, it's really good.
Exactly, those DTs and HR scores dragged Yugura down quite much. That's why it's only 42nd seed. Okay, let's go further. 41st seed is Pog. And Pog got the best seed on Hidden 1, 21st place. The only thing that was lacking was actually Nomad 3, 61st seed, and okay, Nomad 4 also a little bit, 56. Those two scores dragged him down, I would say.
Yeah, but besides that, 20th places, 30th places, that was actually a pretty solid run, actually. Somewhat consistent, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Nevertheless, let's go further to our 40th seed. And it's Reiki. Reiki? Reiki.
Reiki, probably.
Reiki, probably like that.
9th seed on Hard Rock 1 with 942k score.
Which is insane!
Yeah, in general, Hard Rock and DT were actually really good.
Exactly, but unfortunately the other scores, especially Nomods, dragged him down to the 40th seed. But overall, he's gonna be a scary player if you're gonna face him, especially on HRs and DTs. But nevertheless, let's go further to our 39th seed. And it is Grim. 18th place on Nomad 1. I believe that's the highest seed we saw so far. No, on Nomad? Or there was one close enough. Close to this one, so yeah.
Also, the 90th seed on Hard Rock 2. Also really good score.
Yeah, exactly. Great scores on both those two maps. Only thing that was lacking a little bit was actually hidden. Both hiddens, 57th and 47th place.
Yeah, and also quite unfortunate Hard Rock 1, I believe.
Oh yeah, 51st seed. Yeah, those three scores dragged him down a little bit. Okay, let's go further to our 38th seed. And it is I Can't FC. Unfortunately, there are no FCs for I Can't FC.
But pretty good scores, actually, for the Hard Rock 2 and normal specifics.
Exactly. Only thing that was lacking is actually hidden. Hidden was lacking, and yeah, that's why only 38th seed. Besides that, everything is quite consistent. Maybe a little bit of struggling on Nomad low AR, 48th place on Nomad 4. So those things might need a little bit of a practice. Okay, let's go further. 37th place is Sardonyx. With
Yeah, after quite a roller coaster, actually emotional, like playing the lobby in the last minute, like he actually managed to qualify.
exactly with a really outstanding performance on Nomad 3 15th seed, and actually Nomad 1 and Hardlock 1 also quite good, 23rd and 21st place. Unfortunately, low AR, Nomad and Hidden would need a lot of practice, and because of those two scores, he's only on 37th place. Because on Nomad 4 he got 67th place and Hidden 2 74th.
Yeah, you might also want to try a bit more playing DT1, which also probably dragged you down a little bit. But other than that, actually, really good run.
Exactly. Okay, time for a next seed, 36. Is a mystery. With overall good run on the Nomods and DTs. And HRs as well. Only thing that was lacking was that Hidden.
Yeah, actually, really good scores on these nomads.
Yeah. Overall, quite solid performance. He's gonna be quite a scary player because he seems to be quite well-rounded. The only thing that people will try to probably abuse will be a little bit of a low ER. But other than that, it's gonna be all good. Let's go further to our 35th seed. Alex Venom. With really great performance in Nomad 3, 19th seed. Which is quite impressive. I'm not gonna lie here. Other than that, thing that dragged him down was that DT, both of the maps, the 52 and 54th seed. So, besides DT, quite well-rounded player.
Yeah, probably would need to focus a bit more actually on those hard rocks too. But to be honest, they were also not that bad actually.
Exactly. Okay, let's go further than 34th seed. And it is Snowflakes. With the best score on DT1, 11th seed. But unfortunately, both of the Hiddens dragged him down quite much, I would say.
Yeah, they're pretty much of an outlier. But besides that, also hit Nomad Converts with 20 WAF-C both. Hard Rock 2 also C22, so a really good run.
Yeah, exactly. It is just like those two scores dragged him down quite much, not gonna lie here. But nevertheless, let's go further. 33rd seed. It is Veil. And quite consistent run, I would say. Only thing that was outstanding, if it goes for a seeding on the positive side, was Hidden 1, 23rd seed. And unfortunately, quite unlucky run on Nomad 4, 66th seed. But overall, a really solid performance. Okay, let's go further. 32nd place, we are getting into the top half of the bracket. Let's see who's gonna be there. Little Nanya. You're getting the 32nd place and also getting a quite good run on Hard Rock 2, 18th place, DT2 18th place. Both the scores are quite insane.
Yeah, but probably those Nomad specifics and Hidden 2 actually drag them down probably a bit.
Yeah, mostly at Hidden. Actually, also Nomad specifics, 45th and 43rd place, and overall specifics on other mods than Hidden. Would require a little bit more practice for further runs, but either way, congratulations on getting a 32nd place. Okay, let's go further. 31st seed is Yongin, with quite good performance on DT1, 16th seed on it.
Yeah, also 27th probably on Hidden 2. But also no mod specifics would need a little bit more focus. And also the Hidden one.
Exactly, and besides that, quite solid performance and quite consistent. So yeah, without further ado, let's go to our 30th seat. Manuaok, I hope I pronounced it correctly, with the 5th seat on DT1. And it is our first 1 million score on this map.
Yeah, quite actually fascinating. But actually, on Mappool this hard, someone actually did manage to get 1 million.
Exactly. Only thing that was lacking were both of the Hiddens and Nomad 2 actually. Those 3 scores, and Nomad 1 actually as well. Those 4 scores dragged him down quite much. That's why only seat 30th. Okay, let's go further. Seat 29th is Maliki, with, honestly, quite well-rounded performance around his seat.
Yeah, actually everything revolves between those 30th seeds.
Exactly.
Yeah, quite well-rounded player.
Yeah, everything around his seat, so yeah. All good, I would say. Okay, let's go further. 28th seat is Hades, with 8th place on Hidden 2. Okay, we already saw quite a lot of players that got quite a high seat on that Hidden 2, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, but you probably might want to focus on DT for a bit.
And HRs as well.
Yeah, exactly. Also, the Nomad 2 was a bit dragging it down.
Yeah, but overall, Nomad is quite consistent between 37 and 20. So, yeah, quite okay, I would say. Only the most that was lacking was HRs and DTs. Okay, time for the next seat, 27th seat. And it is Venus Power, with 17th place on Nomad 2, 18th on Hidden 1, and 19th on the Hard Rock 1. Which is quite impressive.
Yeah.
Only 2 scores. Yeah, go ahead, Salve, yeah, go ahead.
On the worst sides, probably converts dragged you down, so you might want to focus on them a bit. But on the specific side, it was a really good run, really great scores.
Yeah, exactly. Overall, solid performance. Okay, let's go further. 26th place is Giddy Lenny, with first seat on Nomad 4. Our first seed. It is insane.
Yeah, really good performance here. Also, Hidden 2 was actually quite good. Seed 18.
Exactly. We are seeing someone who loves converts, I think, because all of the converts are much higher than any specific that we had in Mappool. So, yeah. And that only means no one FC'd no mod 4. That's the highest score that we got, 963k. So, yeah, it is what it is. Let's go further to 25th seed. And it is Manhattan Cafe from Canada. Canadian one. With really great performance on No Mod 1 and 2 and Hard Rock 2. And besides that, quite solid performance. Around 30 plus seat on all of the converts. And hidden 2, 1, yeah, both the hiddens would require a little bit more practice and nomad converts as well. Okay, but without further ado, let's go to our 24th seed, which is...
Manhattan Cafe again.
Exactly. 2 Manhattan cafes right after each other. What a coincidence, I would say. Am I right, Stella?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But when we look into the scores, really good hard rock performance, seed 7 and 14. Also, good score on Hidden 1. So, yeah, but probably you might want to focus on low AR and DT.
Yeah, exactly. DTs and the Nomad 4 dragged you down quite much. That's why only 24th seed. Okay, let's go further to 23rd seed, which is Rosemary. Quite outstanding performance on the Hidden 2, 15th seed. And besides that, everything quite similar to the seed that he got. Only thing that would require a little bit of practice. Oh, we skipped a little bit, but it's all good. But yeah, nevertheless, for Rosemary, it was
Nomad 1.
Yeah, there were a few places that he would have to pay attention more. Sorry for that. And now, oh, here we are.
Yeah.
Exactly. Nomad 1, Hidden 1, and Hard Rock 2. Those 3 scores drag you down to the 23rd place. Now we can go to the 22nd, which was when? Exactly. With 10th place on Nomad 2, 18th on Nomad 4, and 15th on DT2. 3 really awesome scores.
Yeah, but again, Nomad 1 kind of dragged you down, so probably you would like to focus on it a bit. Yeah,
Exactly.
but overall, pretty solid run.
Exactly. A really great performance. 22nd place is a good one. But yeah, time to go to the 21st place. Okay, Xerox is a next one. Who's playing? And who is getting the 21st seat. Honestly, really great performance on both the Hiddens and Hard Rock 1, GT1, great performance.
Yeah, really great scores. 900k on both of them, plus 900k on Hidden, but probably you might look at DT2. Or probably just ban it.
Exactly, let's go further to seed 20th. Tarja, I hope I pronounced it correctly, is seed 20th, 9th seed on Nomad 3, 17th on DT1, and Nomad 1 actually. Quite a good performance.
Yeah, but probably Hidden dragged you down. Probably a lot.
Yeah,
So,
Hidden, Nomad 2 and 4, those maps drag you down a little bit. But other than that, quite a good performance, not gonna lie. Okay, let's go further to 19th seed. Honey Churros, seed 7th on the Hard Rock 1, 9th on DT2 and 10th on DT1. We can clearly see that it is a DT enjoyer. But on the other hand, yeah, go ahead, Solomon.
yeah, but yeah, on the other hand, those low AR scores, Nomad 4 and Hidden 2, will probably need some practice.
Exactly, but other than that, yeah, in a bracket, you can ban hiddens and low AR. So overall, it should be good. I cannot wait to see how the bracket will go. Okay, let's go further to seed 18th, which is Juicy Fruit with top 1 on Hidden 2, which is actually insane.
Yeah, in general, if you want to look at Hiddens, they were both really good scores.
Exactly. Other than that, great performance. Yeah, on Nomad 4, Hidden 2, Hidden 1 actually also. The worst one was on, if I see correctly, Nomad 1 and Nomad 2. Yeah. Those maps were quite difficult, not gonna lie here, but nevertheless, let's go further to seed 17th. Dope Smoker is the next one, with seed 5 on the Hard Rock 2, which is actually quite good one. And other than that, everything rather similar and close to the seed that he got. Only Nomad 4 and Hard Rock 1 are dragging him down a little bit. Overall, interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see him playing in a bracket. But yeah, without further ado, let's go further to 16th place. And we have Bakugan to win. Seat 4th on Nomad 2, seat 7th on Hidden 1, and 11th, 15th on both HR1 and DT1, which is actually quite insane. A lot of good scores.
Yeah, but probably would like to practice a bit Nomad 3. And generally, probably you would like to focus a bit more on the comfort, because they're a little bit dragging you down. But besides that, really solid performance.
Exactly. Okay, let's go to seat 15th. And it is Super Roster, with really amazing performance on the Hiddens and HRs, and Nomad 4 as well. That's actually early high scores. Only thing that were lacking a little bit were no mod specifics and no mod 3 and DT1. Only those 4 scores were a little bit lower than his seed. Which is actually insane. Really great performance, man. And really
Good job
consistent.
out here.
Yeah. Okay, let's go further to seed 14th. And it is Nagato, with 4th seed on Nomad 4, 7th on Nomad on Hidden 2, and 3rd on DT2.
I think this is actually the first time we see 3 one-digit seeds.
Yes, that's correct. The only thing that was lacking quite a lot was DT1, 46th place. Other than that, HRs would also require a little bit more practice. Same goes for Hidden 1.
Yeah, but I think that's a really scary player.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and time for a 13th place, which is Marussia. Sits 7th and 9th on Nomad 1 and 2. And overall quite consistent run on every single thing except Hidden 1 and 2 and Nomad 4. Other than that, quite solid performance.
Yeah, really consistent, pretty well rounded player. It would be quite tough to face them.
Exactly, especially with that really high scores on both the Nomad specifics. I think we can say that Marissa is quite a good Nomad player. But yeah, let's go further to seed 12, which is Zephi. With really great performance on Nomad 1, where he got seed 8th, Nomad 4 seed 6, and Hard Rock 1 8 seeds. Really great performance.
Yeah, the only thing lacking was the TT pool. But other than that, great run. Congratulations on that one.
Exactly. Really great run, especially that, if I recall correctly, Zephi was playing while being sick, so even more heads up. Really good job, man. Okay, let's go further to our 11th seed. And it is Winky 1220. We've seed 9th and 8th on Nomad 1 and 2, and 3rd on DT1 and another FC on this map.
Yeah, pretty much besides the low AR maps, it was actually quite good run, to be honest. A well-rounded player, besides those low AR maps. Again, yeah, really great run.
Exactly. Okay. Okay, one more thing to tell you guys. Every single person that was in top 10 was quite close to each other. So it's gonna be quite interesting to see who got what seat. But yeah, without further ado, let's go to seat 10th. And it is third Polish player, Amas, with seat 5th and 7th on both the Nomad converts, 4th on Hidden 2, and the rest was quite around his seat, I would say.
Yeah, probably only exceptions being DT1 and Nomad 2. But besides that, yeah, solid run.
Exactly, only 2 scores that were quite low, Nomad 2 and DT1, as you said. So yeah, other than that, great performance. Especially that I didn't saw Amas playing quite often in the tourneys. But yeah, Nevertheless, let's get to our first single-digit seed, seed 9th. And it is Mixery. Okay, okay, more single-digit scores, I would say.
Yeah, it's quite insane. But also, this hard rock will need a practice.
Yeah, Hard Rock and No Mod 1 dragged you down quite much. Also, let's talk about that hidden scores. Second and third place on both hiddens. That's insane.
Yeah, this is actually a FC on Hidden
I believe so.
It is.
It is an FC and it's second place. That's actually insane. But also No Mod 2, No Mod 3, and DT2 are those are amazing scores. Okay, let's go further to our 8th seed, which is Grey Ninja, with really amazing scores on almost all of the no mods except the no mod 3. Hidden one also third place, but unfortunately that Hidden 2, Hard Rock 1 and no mod and GT2 dragged you down a little bit. Otherwise it would be much higher in the seeding.
Yeah, especially when you're really consistent, and you actually were, besides those 3 scores.
Exactly. Okay, time for next seed, 6th, 7th, which is Berlin, our next German player who got exactly 1 million score on No Mod 3 and got a top 1 on it, which is insane.
Yeah, also really good score at DT1, which is seed number 2. I believe that was an FC2.
It is FCA as well. 2 FCs and seed 7th. That's insane. Only thing that would require a little bit more practice is Hidden 2, and actually that's it. Everything else is quite good, I would say.
Yeah, actually, really good run.
Exactly, but either way, you can still ban Hidden 2, and then you are good to go. Okay, let's go further to seed 6, which is Murasaki Shion. We got top 1 on Hard Rock 2, and to answer the comments on Twitch, there was no FC on Hard Rock 2, unfortunately, which is quite sad. On the other hand, second and third on No Mod 1 and No Mod 3. 9th and 7th on the Hidden 2 and DT2. Only thing that dragged you down were DT1 and No Mod 4, honestly. Which is quite insane. But as we mentioned before, you still can ban one of those maps, and it's gonna be all good. Okay. Let's go further to seed number 5. We are getting into the top 5 territory. And the first one is Keep On. With a great performance on both the Hard Rocks, first and second. On both of them. Also DT is quite insane, 8th and 4. Am I right, Stalovi?
Yeah, probably the only thing that would need to focus is the low AR converts. Yeah, besides that, everything is a top 10.
Yeah, exactly. Which is really insane. But yeah, nevertheless, let's get to seat number 4, and it is Log Outside. He's getting the 4th seat, 1 seat away from top 3, and honestly, great performance on every single map.
Yeah, really consistent.
Exactly. The only thing that was lagging a little bit were Nomad 1 and Hidden 2. And because of those two scores, you placed on seat 4th. Unfortunately for you, but other than that, two second places on Nomad 2 and HR1. And yeah, everything else really great scores. Okay, guys, and time for a top 3. And the first one in top 3 is Deadliest 33 with top 1 on Nomad 1, top 2 on the Hidden 2, top 2 on the Nomad 2, and top 2 on GT2. A lot of top 2s.
Yeah, the only thing you would need to focus a bit more on are those harder one, and actually hidden one too. So
But other than that, great performance. A lot of the top 2 scores, 3 top 2s and 1 top 1, so quite insane. And also that means there is no FC on Nomad 1, which is quite unfortunate, not gonna lie here.
yeah, it's a banger map.
Okay, and now time for top 2, and it is Easiest. What can I say? Great performance, top 1 on Nomad 2, top 3 on Nomad 3. In the hard rock one as well. Actually everything except Hidden 2 and Nomad 4. Those two scores were the lowest and the below top 10. Which is quite insane. Again.
Yeah, exactly. And there is also an FC on Nomad 2, as we can see, and TT1 bot that we could see actually quite a while before.
Exactly. Okay, and time for seed number 1, the player who played the best throughout the qualifiers, and it is Bivans. 3 top 1 scores, hidden 1, and both of the DTs. He's just insane on those maps, and that's the only player that got every single score in a single digit seed.
Yeah, really consistent run. Congratulations, you actually deserved it.
Exactly. Not gonna lie, great performance on everything. The lowest score was his Nomad 4 play. Seat 8th. That means quite a lot. There's nothing more to improve. 2 FCs on DT1 and Hidden 1. Besides that, almost every single score on 900 plus K. Only Hidden 2 and Nomad 4 were below 900, but barely. And what can I say? That's gonna be it if it goes for a seed review. Now we're gonna do a really short break before we're gonna go for Mappool Showcase. So give us a few minutes and we're gonna be right back. Okay, we are back, and it's time for a Mappool showcase. What can I say? I hope it's gonna be quite interesting for you guys, and that you will enjoy playing it. But without further ado, let's go with the first map, which is Node 1. We are getting a little bit lower with star rating. Targeted SR for this stage was around 4.4. And yeah, it is quite a banger song, I think. So let's start with it. Replay done by none other than Yoshihiro. Okay guys, I hope you're gonna enjoy the song. This time it is much more similar to the just a normal Node 1 consistency pick. For some of you, it might be a little bit of a Resident Sleeper, I think, but other than that, map works quite well. Your consistency on that kind of a picks. Am I right, Stalovi?
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, the map is around 3 minutes and 21 seconds long, with AR 9.1 and CS4. BPM is quite on the good side, I would say, 221. And other than that, just listen to this song. It is so nice to listen to it, honestly. But nevertheless, map is really comfy to play. Most of the players rather should have much easier time playing it than they had during the qualifiers. So yeah, we'll listen to your feedback, and that's why we chose this particular map in order to let you play on it and yeah, compete against other players. So, any thoughts about what we have here?
To be honest,
I see. It's all good, no worries, Stalovi. Yeah. Probably we're gonna see quite a lot of FCs on this pick. So, I honestly might think it might be the most banned map, especially because it's most accessible for all of the players. But nevertheless, all of the maps during the round of 64 will be quite easy. Especially, yeah, it is round of 64. It has to be much easier than the qualifiers. So what can I say? It's gonna be interesting. And slowly we are getting to the end of that Node 1 pick. Okay. When, just to answer your question, it is much easier than Node 1 from the qualifiers. We are not that kind of a bad guys that would force you to play something much more difficult than what we had in the qualifiers. But nevertheless, let's jump straight into the Node 2. And here we are. Some of you might know this song actually. I am. Let's go and start with the replay.
it's a quite short map, only 1 minute 29 seconds.
Exactly,
but
but
I think that actually fits this slot.
Honestly, we decided to go for a slightly shorter map, but just look at the combo. It's almost 900 combo, so there's a lot of chances to miss. And honestly, we think that it's gonna test your ability to play Nomad 2 quite well. It is a really fun map to play, and it should fit quite well for this slot. Only downside is length, but other than that, it is more accessible for players to practice it. And also, it is a banger song, I would say. Am I right, Stalovi?
Yeah, exactly. I really like it.
Glad to hear that. And this time a replay made by Nendes. And just like we are talking here, we're slowly getting to the end of the map. Only 1/3 left. So I can see a lot of players will practice this map and will probably enjoy picking it. Especially because of the length. But be careful, there are a lot of patterns that you can miss on. Okay, and slowly getting to the end of the map, last few combo left. And that will be our last Nomad specific that we have. The next two picks will be Nomad converts. So let's go further to Nomad 3. And here we are, Shake Shake. It is honestly, we have so many good bangers during this round. What can I say? Let's just watch the replay. And yeah, again, replay made by Yoshihiro. This time it is much longer map. Nomad 2 was around 1.5 minutes, if I recall correctly. On the other hand,
1
we
minute
have
50 seconds.
Exactly. Thank you, Stalovi. And now we have a map that is 3 minutes and 9 seconds long, so just like two Nomad 2s. But you can do it, guys. Also, do not get scared. Star rating is saying 5.2, which is incorrect. Laser is just kind of messy with converts, and it's not converting them correctly. It is much lower SR. So don't worry guys, we are not forcing you to play 5.2, convert in a round of 64.
Yeah, later on probably we'll do that, but we're just showing some mercy for now.
Exactly, after all, a lot of players will be playing here. But other than that, someone asked for how much it is after the conversion. It is 3.9 stars. So overall, quite on the lower side, I would say. Maybe it is still quite a little bit high, but overall, it should be rather comfy to play. At least, we hope for it. We'll have to wait and see for your feedback on the map feedback. Also, remember to leave the feedback. And for qualifier feedback, thank you all who decided to write their own feedback. We read it all, and we are taking it into consideration and trying to apply all of your feedback into improving the future of map pools. But overall, we're slowly getting to the end of the map. Only quarter of the map left. But as I said before on those two nomads that we had, we have a lot of bangers in this round of 64 pool. No Nanahira feedback? I saw nothing like that. Just like that. Only a few more seconds to go and we'll be jumping to Nomad 4. Overall, map pool and schedule will be updated quite soon. Right after the showcase, we'll try our best to just upload everything so you'll be able to practice and just in case reschedule matches. But yeah, time for Nomad 4, our last Nomad in this map pool. Okay, and Toho fans on the chat. Again, quite short map, 1 minute 46 seconds. But let's watch a replay. Okay. Juanoker made this replay for us. You and Owen. 1 minute 46 seconds this time. We decided to go a little bit higher with AR. In qualifiers we had 7.5 AR, but here we have 8.8. So much higher AR. But either way, it's somehow testing your skills to play that slightly lower AR on Nomad. Yeah, so far, both of Nomad 4s in the qualifiers and in the round of 64 were at Toho map. What can I say? We just love Toho. And yeah, it's again quite short map, so overall Nomad pool is sliced 50-50. 2 maps 3+ minutes and 2 below 2 minutes. Which is, I think, quite good, I would say. It will give you time to practice it, especially those maps are rather much easier than during the qualifiers. And just like Proxy said, it requires quite a little bit of movement. But you should be able to play it quite well, I think, if you practice enough. And remember guys, I will keep repeating it on every single Mappool showcase. Just practice and you're gonna get a good scores. Yeah, when there were 2 sections on Nomad 4 in the qualifiers that had weird sections and were most chokeable parts. But nevertheless, let's get into the hidden one. Which is also a custom map prepared for this round. Okay, let's get rolling with it. Also, remember guys to say what is your favorite song from this map pool. We are trying our best to choose the best songs that fits quite well. Okay, and here we are starting. A replay done by Watcher. Our hidden main. And what can I say? Be careful. There are a few streams that are rather funny to catch. But honestly, they might look scary, but they are actually quite easy to catch. When I was playtesting this map, honestly I was missing more on some jumps than on the streams. But nevertheless, map is rather straightforward. It is not that long of a map, it's around 3 minutes if I recall correctly. And it doesn't have that much combo. Most of the combo you are getting from that streams that you are having at the beginning section, and if I recall correctly, they are repeated at the end section. But overall you are getting slightly below 1000 combo. And also if I recall correctly, it is the AR 9.2. So overall, I think that's gonna be quite interesting map to see being played. Zephi, it might not look easy, but actually it is easier than it looks like. At least, someone who is unable to play Hidden was able to play it, so... What can I say? We will see. We will be waiting here for your feedback. Map will be uploaded as soon as possible, so you will be able to play test it. And actually, it is a quite nice song, not gonna lie here. It would be nice if it would be picked as the last map, and imagine listening to this soundtrack and playing the map for it. That would be insane. And and imagine it would be a deciding point if it's gonna go to the tiebreaker or not. Okay, and quarter of the map left. And slow, and yeah. As you see, as I said before, those streams are again here at the end section of the map. What do you think about the song choice for now, Stalowy, if you may?
Yeah, I think it actually is really good for this slot.
Exactly. Also, to answer the Z5 questions, double picks and bans are not allowed. Yeah, and here we are at the end section of this map. A little bit of a few more notes, a little bit of a spinners. So yeah, it was quite tricky to actually dodge it. I'm quite impressed, Quatar. Great job. Okay, but nevertheless, let's jump into Nomo 2. Sorry, Hidden 2. Brain is not braining today. Okay, let's start with the replay. Don't worry guys, it is not another no mod, it is Hidden. This time replay made by Juanoker. 2.23 seconds long, so I would say quite good length, I would say. And another banger. What can I say, guys? On the other hand, on Nomad 4 we had AR 8.8, but because of that it's low AR hidden on a Hidden 2 slot. What can I say? We're getting AR 8.5 this time. It might be possible, Zephi, but you will have to wait and see what we are cooking for you. Okay, map is rather short, and honestly, it is quite comfy to play. Oh, come on, don't say it was dirty laugh. I'm trying my best to be as nice as I can. Be careful on those stacks, you can easily miss on them. But overall, map is quite straightforward, and I think a lot of players might get quite good scores on it. Thank you, Zephi. Thank you, Zephi. That's really nice of you. Evil Cookie Monster, even the was brilliant. Okay, this, honestly, back to the map, I think that part here, on the last quarter of the map, is the most hard part that you're gonna get on this map. And probably a lot of chokes will happen here. Exactly, standstills, just like you said, Proxes. And just like that, we are getting to the end of the Hidden Pool. And what can I say? It's time for HR 1. Again, a little bit longer map, 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Let's begin with the replay. Again, Juanoker did a replay for this one. What can I say? Thank you, man. Thank you to all of the replay makers, playtesters, and everyone who are contributing into making this wonderful pool. And what can I say? We are having this time a replay with Hidden. I hope you don't mind, guys. Exactly. No spinner grind. Yeah. What can I say? A lot of goated replay makers that we got here. And overall, maybe some of you might be surprised why we are pulling rain difficulty in round of 64, honestly. But I was reading the chat, sorry guys. That's why your stories are just... I can't. But nevertheless, map overall, it is a rain difficulty, but map is so flowy and so nice to play that we were like, actually, it is quite easy. And it fits quite well. Round of 64. What can I say? That's why we have a rain in that slot for this round. But nevertheless, I think... Okay, I might repeat myself, but a lot of you might actually like it. The song is quite okay. So, honestly, no complaints from my side. And just like we are talking here, only 1/3 of the map left. Okay. Overall, there's not a lot of combo. Maybe map is above 3 minutes long, but besides that, there's only 937 combo. Oh, what can I say? It's rather straightforward map. But because of that, there's not a lot of combo, you might lose a lot of score if you would get enemies actually. Hidden HR, what can I say? Me personally, I just cannot play it. It's like, I can't. Literally, whenever I'm putting on Hidden, it's just impossible to play anything. So, you know, guys, it always could be better. Okay, let's jump into Hard Rock 2. This time, slightly lower, shorter length. Let's go with the replay. Only 2 minutes. So for now, I think we are getting quite well with the balance of the length of the pool. We're not getting a lot of long maps, and on the other hand, we are also not getting quite a lot of short maps. It's like 50-50, I would say. And again, a replay made by Yoshihiro. AR7 before DT, before HR. So yeah, quite low AR, I would say. But nevertheless, it should be quite accessible. If I recall correctly, it was 9.8 AR after DT. Why I'm saying DT? Come on, brain, start braining. After HR. Okay, and yeah, as we are talking here, we already got halfway through the map. As you see, there is not a lot of combo. Halfway through the map and only 300 combo. What can I say? Every single miss will cost you a lot of score, especially in a match case scenario. Other than that, map is rather easier, I would say. I would repeat myself, we just have to practice. And I think a lot of players might get a good score on it. Okay, and just like that we are getting to the end of this map. And also the end of HR pool. And yeah, you can lose a lot of accuracy on this map because of the sliders that are in. Okay, let's jump into the DT1. A1 Bloody Night Platter. Let's go with the replay. Overall, much more consistency focused map. That we have in this slot, in this round, honestly. DT1 that we had during the qualifiers was much more jump focus. This one I would say is much more consistency focus, I would say. So a lot of players might find it a little bit more accessible to play and practice. Also the song is banger, it's A1. Come on guys, A1. A1 lovers on the chat, I hope there's at least some. So, nevertheless, map is just a usual length for DT1, 2 minutes and 44 seconds. And with DT it's an AR 9.7, I believe. But map overall is rather comfy to play, so what can I say, guys? We are expecting high scores through all of the scores, for all of the players. Sorry, my brain is not braining. This time, a replay made by Gawan. It is his first replay made for us. Galuno. Exactly, and just like that we get through half of the map. Quite a lot of combo in it. We already have 600 plus combo. But map is really straightforward. You have to be... Honestly, I cannot even say on what to be careful of. There are some parts that you would have to practice a little bit, especially the Ki parts. But other than that, map will test really well the overall consistency. So I hope you're gonna like it, Riot. And just like that, quarter of the map, less than quarter of the map left. And yeah, slowly we are getting to the end. Yeah, exactly, Brox's speed time. Honestly, I cannot wait for you guys to pick this map. Honestly, it might be one of the most favorite songs that I have in this pool. And okay, just like that, we finished DT1, and time for DT2, the convert pick. This time is only gonna be around 7-star convert buff, so be prepared, guys. And we lied to you. It is not 7-star convert buff, unfortunately. But it is what it is. This time again, replay made by Juanoker. Overall, it's similar, slightly lower length, shorter length than in DT1. DT1 was 244 if I recall correctly, and this one is 225. Quite nice, I would say. On the other hand, it is a convert DT. What else can I say? It is much easier than what we had in the qualifiers. I was thinking for a second that we should probably pick around 7-star convert map for around 64, but I was like, okay, let's do it in a chill way. Okay, Stalovi, for now, what is your favorite song throughout that pool?
To be honest, I really like the Hidden 2 song actually. Plus, I actually played the map a bit, and it was quite fun to play.
Exactly. Honestly, that is one of the better songs in the pool. But nevertheless, if I would have to pick something, actually that's a good question. I think DT1 or Nomad 3. One of those.
Yeah, to be honest, DT1 was also a pretty good pick. So, in terms of a song, of course.
Exactly. And guys on the chat, please write down what is the best song from the pool, at least for now, to this point. If you have anything that you would like, and if you want to share the opinion with us, go ahead and do it. And just like that, we are getting to the end of that GT2 pick. To answer that questions, there are 4 nomads in a nomad bracket. And time for next pick, which is going to be EX. Our first EX, which is also a custom map. So, let's go with the replay. Exactly, Pink Barbara. That's actually that's quite quite fitting, I would say. This time a replay made by Mauricio. Thank you again for it. It is an EX pick. For those who don't know what EX pick is, it is a map that is on a higher difficulty than the current pool that we have here. So basically it is around level of around 32, maybe around of 32 plus a little bit, but no more than it's not reaching the round of 16 difficulty. It has some patterns that might require a little bit of a practice, but besides that, it's a really fun to play map. And once again, thank you for making this custom for us. Okay, map is on a little bit lower, and it is not that long. It's around 3 minutes, I believe. If I recall correctly, I'm not quite sure right now. I closed my notes. I'm sorry, guys. It's gonna be uploaded soon, so do not worry about it. Yuruga, my dear friend, yes, VOD gonna be uploaded right after the showcase. And thank you, Proxess. And also, Yuruga, if so, we are also uploading all of the VODs on our YouTube channel. You can find the link in a link channel on Discord. It is around 4.5, 4.6 stars. Maps overall, it is not that difficult. I'm gonna repeat myself, guys. Just practice. No, but overall, it is quite fun to play map. I wonder how you're gonna like it, honestly. Okay, and slowly we are getting to the end of this extreme pick. And yeah, Proxys, it is a good song, but honestly, unfortunately, it's not getting into top 3, I would say. Personally speaking about the song only. And just like that, it's the end of the map. 2 maps left. Time for a first mystery mode. We are starting quite easy on those maps, and I would even say quite literally easy. Okay, And here we are. It's time for easy. Mr. First mystery mode is easy pick. So let's go with the replay. Who would expect that on the first round we're gonna get an easy pick? Also, again, replay made by Quator. Map is quite long. Overall, map is quite long, 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Yeah, it is just easy. What can I say? Map have a lot of combo. 1.2k combo in it. Exactly, Proxas. Easy round equals easy mystery mode. Do not get confused with mixed mode. It is just a mystery mode. Also, what I forgot to mention about the EX pick. On EX picks, you can pick a hidden as a preference mode, but only hidden. So, hard rock is not allowed for obvious reasons. But to separate it slightly from the normal no-mode bracket, we are allowing for you guys to pick up a hidden as a preference mode on that EX pick. But do not get confused, on mystery mode you cannot choose modes. They are strictly fixed and they cannot be changed. It's easy and only easy. Okay. And slowly we are getting to the end. Okay, maybe not to the end, but we just reached halfway of the map. Map is quite dense, I would say. We're trying to find something that would actually test your skills on the easy. And we decided that this map will be the best one. On the other hand, it is an update, an edit of this map, honestly. So the map will be uploaded as soon as possible. And honestly, it is one of my favorite songs of the pool. In top 3, I would say. I was waiting to say that, but yeah, Nomad 3, DT1 and the Mystery Mode are my favorite songs of the pool. Perfect as a mystery mode? Interesting idea. Dev on 7 stars. Yeah, for sure. On 15 stars. On 15. But nevertheless, let's jump to the last map of this Mappool showcase, which is a tiebreaker. And here we are with our last map for this Mappool showcase. Let's jump right to the replay. It is slightly on the on the shorter side if it goes for a tiebreakers. Only 4 minutes and 50 seconds. But nevertheless, it is a great map to test your ability. And it would be honestly the best pick that we could think of in that situation for a round of 64. On the other hand, it is again Nendus who is doing the replay for us. The star rating also for this map is 4.8. So it is around the level of the round of 32. So 1 round higher, so in a way it should be quite possible for you guys to play it. And also it is like Camellia. So what can I say? No, Yoshihiro, you like DTHR maps. Okay, I see some of you know this. map, which is quite good, I would say. But overall, we think that it was the best thing that we could think of that would actually fit well for a tiebreaker slot. Let's go, brr, brr. So yeah. Overall, it is a really fun map to play. So a lot of players might actually want to go to the tiebreaker, or at least I really hope, personally, and also probably every single one of the watchers and casters are hoping that we're gonna have a lot of tiebreakers on the first round. Because what better is in a match than a tiebreaker between two great players? That's why, guys, please practice the Mappool and do your best on the matches, because we want to see a lot of tiebreakers. Am I right, Stalovi?
Yeah, exactly. We want to see some really close matches.
Exactly. And just like that, we are getting to the halfway point of the map. And we are already having 900 combo. This map have a lot of combo, 1.8 thousand combo. What can I say? Yeah, that's quite a lot. But honestly, if it's gonna go to the tiebreaker, I hope to see at least some close scores to the FC. And yeah, we are speeding up a little bit. Exactly, Proxes. And any map under the pressure is not an easy map. Even if you are playing well on the practice, everything changes in the match. That's why it's gonna be interesting. And 1/3 of the map left. Unfortunately, as I said, it is a rather short tiebreaker, only 4 minutes and 50 seconds, but on the other hand, also the longest map that we have in a pool. And yeah, what can I say? It tests everything that we can ask for. And also, yeah, it is such a good song. Honestly, I like most of the songs that we have in the pool. Personally speaking, I would say the the hard rocks, I enjoyed the least. Everything else is just pure bangers. And just like that, we are slowly getting to the end of the map. We dropped a little bit of accuracy, but that just happens. Do not worry about that, guys. No one saw that. I'm not an HR hater. I just prefer the other songs. And we are in the outro section. And just like that, it's over. Seed reveal and Mappool showcase coming to an end. Just like that. After 2-hour long stream, we made it, guys. We made it. What can I say? That was it for today. We're gonna upload all of the maps and make a schedule as soon as possible. Thank you all for watching. I was Oreo, today joined by Stalo Rycerz.
Hey,
and what can I say? Practice the Mappool, write a feedback in a Mappool feedback, and I hope to see you around. Good luck in the matches, and if you have any questions, just ask them. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.